So, do you have to have the password to watch a locked match? I don't think so.
I don't know. I thought if it's like an official battle match, then they
Right.
should have some sort of password. That way we don't
Oh
have any risk.
Nobody jumps it on. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna jump in on my cab. Hold on a sec.
All right. Let's see. Okay. He's ready. Okay, Frank is in. Let me hit the screen. Apology.
Yeah, I got you. Some nice cabinets you got there, man.
What's up?
You got some nice cabinets back there. Good kitchen.
You talking about arcade cab or my kitchen cab?
Your kitchen cab, sucker. No, but all right, here we go. Here we go. So we got Stormshadow on the left. We got FrankDux on the right. Again, this is for all the knock top tier list levels, right? This is a friendly match, quote unquote. But I've been seeing a little bit of attitude, a little bit of salt, you know. Oh, here we go. Okay, we got beef. We got
more beef.
There you go. Let's see what we got.
Oof.
Oh, no conversion. There's a dizzy. Yep. And then let's see how we do it here. Let's see where the station comes from.
So I want to give you a little history about how this match came about, right? Obviously, Stormshadow is a great player. He got his cab, I think, about 2 months ago, and he's definitely been on a wrecking crew. Since I launched the Natsuko top 20 players on Big Blue, I think there was a little bit of dispute of, hey, I should be higher, right? How come you didn't score me higher? And there's a rhyme and reason why I scored Frank higher, because I've seen him play and he's wicked, you know? So the best thing about the list is, instead of us talking, debating everything, you get to duke it out, right? And that's why we're here. All of us are here today with this friendly match of first to 10.
It's Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday. So somebody's thirsty, you know?
Somebody's thirsty, and it looks like Frank is. That first round where he came back, ooh, that was rough, man. That was rough. So, oh, good jump. Good jump. And first game goes to FrankDux saying, not today, home slice. Let me show you my dim mock. So let's see what he comes back with. Let's see. What we don't talk about with Stormshadow is that he does have the ability to adapt to the game. However, one thing that I've noticed when I played him a lot is he's pretty reckless. Like but he's reckless in a good way. Does that make sense?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, here we go. He's gonna try to spin kick him to death. Oh, good uppercut. Oh.
Yep. So speaking about like sometimes you take a little bit more risk, right? What he did with that Tatsu, that's the risk that Rod is talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Normally when I play Ryu against a Geef, I would really hold back on that Tatsu, because if you miss that Tatsu, you're getting hit with the lariat spin, and then they're going for the SPD. So that's what we're talking about here but he has an amazing execution move of getting the DPs out.
Yeah, he is. And if you see that first round, like, he was able to get out no problem and be able to squeak out that win. Wow, look at that grab. And you're already half life.
Right.
Oh my goodness. That's one thing too that I like about Stormshadow is he's very good with getting the cross up. Like, he's very good about the ambiguous cross up.
Right.
Yeah, so he tricks me all the time.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see what
so you want to know a funny story about Stormshadow? So I was talking to him the other day. He's actually from my hood in New York, right? He actually noticed some of the people I know. And he used to buy a video game from a store called Busy Bee in Flushing, Queens. And it's funny that I used to work there when I was a kid. I'm talking about 12, 13 years old.
Oh
so when he told me about that, he's like, yeah, I remember like when I used to go buy games over there was a little boy over there, whatever. And it's funny that little boy is me, you know?
Wow.
And today I'm beating his ass on Big Blue. Just kidding.
Dude,
it's just funny that it's such a small world, you know? He's all the way in like Washington, I'm in California, but I'm originally from New York, so but it's funny.
I was about to say, you told me a story about when you had to sandbag because you didn't want to get your ass beat because you were tick throwing somebody. I thought that was the guy. But no, it's all good. Look at that, dude.
Wow.
This is what I'm talking about, man. It's the adaptability right there. Stormshadow is able to adapt to what Frank is doing now. And so now Frank is on the ropes trying to figure this out.
Right. So going back to the discussion we had previously, right? Remember you talking about jack of all trades and stuff, right? So Frank definitely again has the advantage over here. So let's see how long he stays with Zangief, right? But because we know Stormshadow, he's gonna stay with Ryu all the way, you know. But so far it's 1-1. So wow, see that's a very risky move right there. But good job in pulling that off.
Yeah. Let's see what he does here. No super meters here, folks. Oh wow. Let's see what happens. There's a mix-up.
Oh my god, that's a risky move. He's going for the grab.
Oh yeah, he is.
Stormshadow's gonna uppercut with. He's gonna uppercut his way out of it.
Oh no, we'll see. Oh my gosh! Wow!
This is why he's fighting Zangief.
Oh man, I love
fighting Zangief.
You hate fighting Zangief, but you love watching it.
Exactly.
It's like watching a car crash. Like you can't not look at it. Oh wow.
Like that's a risky move right there, you know. But Stormshadow's gonna upcut his way out of it. You know, he's got one probably special joystick.
Oh yeah, it was special silent JLF. No, he hates that thing.
Mm-hmm.
But again, this comes back to the execution. Wow, look at that feint into SPD, man. I don't know how he's doing it. Those jump kick, spin kicks are not working out for him. He needs to stop doing that. Oh yeah, that's not gonna.
I think that's a really risky move. Frank takes the second game.
Yeah, Frank takes
2-1.
But yeah, his the kick into spin kick is not is not very effective. Like it works once in a while, but it doesn't work all the time. Here we go.
Well, here's what I got to say about that, right? That's a great move if you can hit the opponent, right? But I think the risk is not worth the reward if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
you
absolutely.
know? Yeah. Because I do sometimes try that move out and it works, but I also keep telling myself, I said, all it takes is one fail, and Geef is putting you in a corner or doing an SPD spin on you. So it's not worth it. So there are certain moves that's worth the calculation. There's certain moves that's not worth it. And that's one of them I call it that it's not worth it. I'm probably going to get some backlash around it, but that's just my honest, humble opinion.
No, but I mean, but you're right though. And the other thing too with the spin kick is there's no reward afterwards. Like you get knocked down, but
continuation, correct.
You don't have any type of pressure afterward. You're just going to be spin kicking him, and that's it. You're just knocking him out of the air, and you're just receiving it. Look at this, dude. Ooh, he's got him scared now. Yeah, look at that. Yep. Look at that P. You got that perfect. Oh yeah.
You see, one of the good strategies for using a good Zangief is when Zangief gets him in the corner. I get it that a good Shoto players can always DP themselves out of it, right? But what I tend to do a lot of times is that I would gamble the risk of trying to grab them in the corner. Even though they can DP out of it, that's fine. Can you DP out of it 3-4 times in a row? You know? Sure. So that to me is a worth it gamble with Zangief, right? Versus a Ryu Tatsu. That's a not worth the gamble to me. Just my perspective.
Did you just see what I just saw? He was trying to sweep him and he swept him out and he SPD'd him out of the sweep. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That to me is just mind blowing. Like to me, you're either churning the butter, you're hoping to God that you're going to be able to get that grab, or he just knew that he can grab him. But that's insane. I would be tilting at this point.
Yeah,
I would tilt because that was garbage. To me, that's garbage. I'm not even playing. So
he has an amazing DP once he lands.
Yeah.
But you need to get close to Zangief, and anytime you get close to Zangief, it's scary. It's again not worth that risk. That was a very risky move, but he paid off. You know.
Yes, absolutely. But again, so one of the things that we need to address is what just happened there. You see how Stormshadow let off the pressure a little bit because he had the life lead. I think. Yep. One of the key things that people don't understand about, especially this game, is learning how to live with the life lead, and keeping off the pressure. Like people usually just want to just destroy people and just kill the game off and kill the round, but you can't. You have to think about what kind of explosive mentality Geef has, or any character for the matter has. And so for Stormshadow to be able to nurse that life lead, and be able to keep it is really, really good on him.
Right. No, I agree. That's a good point that you called out.
Yeah.
Pressure's coming right here. The pressure is here. Wow, you
Yep.
see that? He's a risky
Yep.
player for him to DP out of that.
Not today.
And 4-1.
4-1 FrankDux. Man. He's not even picking, you know. Oh man, dude, I'm not saying I'm not surprised, but what I'm saying is that his Geef play is very, very well done.
Yes.
You know, it's so good. Oh, there you go. Here's a mix-up. Cross up, boom. Oh wow, that's dizzy. Yep. Standing SPD right there. Look at that. That was pretty amazing. And you see that he was. So what you guys are looking at when you were watching it is he was trying to do a standing high kick. He's hiding the SPD in there. Have you mastered that yet with your Geef, Jeff?
I'm sorry, I was just texting Ilkim. What was the question again? Sorry.
So have you mastered the standing high kick into SPD?
I can do it, but I'm still not like 100% that comfortable doing it. Because if I miss, I kind of look stupid and they punish me, you know.
Right.
And you've seen me. One of my favorites. I love to kind of short them a little bit and then do the grab, you know.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
that has been working out for me. But I do know that that's the next stage I need to sort of really master so I can get on HDR and Frank's level with Zangief.
Yeah, because I know HDR loves doing that. He loves doing the standing high kick into spin, or he likes doing the fast lariat into spin, depending on the spacing. Here we go. Let's see what Stormshadow can do. Because right now Stormshadow's against the ropes. I thought Frank was going to be against the ropes. There's cross up. Boom. Wow. You see how he was trying to do an SPD right there. If he would have blocked, he would have got spun for sure.
Yep.
Oh, there's a dizzy. Let's see what conversion. No, good conversion. He finally got the two.
See, he's really good at these combos. He doesn't miss these combos, right? That's something I want to give a little credit to Stormshadow. His execution of move is top notch.
Yes.
But he does play a little risky, a little less calculated, which makes his move looks really pretty. But I don't think it's my cup of tea when it comes down to like high level folks.
There's dizzy again. Here we go. Oh, good.
He's gonna go for it. See, he gets.
Here. Oh.
Look how scary he is fighting Zangief.
Look at that, dude. Look at that. And all of a sudden, yeah. And so now Ryu's back up now, and so Stormshadow's starting to think about it. Like, okay, now he's starting to get his groove. It's like Stella. It's getting the groove back. And you see how he's trying to do those standing jabs to try to do anti-air standing jab. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna work, but you know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's funny that I've never seen like that move, how to escape Zangief by doing a Tatsu above Zangief's head. I've seen him get away a few times, which is fine, but I don't know. That's something new that even I learned. So you're always learning, right? In this game.
Oh wow, he should have. He missed the combo there. He should have continued with the combo. I think what he was trying to do, he was trying to bait out the spin, and he was going to uppercut him, but he didn't. What are you doing, man? You just start with the spin.
See, that's a risky move, right? So
Right
there, Frank capitalized on that, and it's pretty much over.
Over.
Oh, wow, he's trying to go.
Oh, they're going for those P's, man. He's going for those P's. That's just you know. And so now the count 2-5 and 5 being FrankDux and Stormshadow being at 2. It's again, he's living dying by the Shoto, man. I wonder if he's gonna switch to Ken. I doubt it, though.
Listen, I know that Geef is such a tough matchup for Shoto characters. You know, for one of the reasons is for Brian Katz, Obliviate, to switch out of Ryu a lot of times tells me that, you know, it's a tough matchup because he's really good at figuring out how to fight any characters with his Ryu. But for him to sometimes, you know, pull his guile with somebody just tells me that this is a tough matchup.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I'll pick Chun over Ryu on a Geef match all day, only because I hate playing this match. Oh, here's a cross up. Boom. Wow.
Well, that's a bad move. He's gonna go for the grab.
Wow. That was I'm telling you, man. Like, I think Stormshadow's living and dying by the uppercut. He's trying to see if the game's gonna autocorrect his DP when he does the cross up. And it's not working out for him. He's getting outplayed. Yeah, look at that right there. He's just walking, dude. He's just like, nope, I'm a bully today. I'm good.
You can tell like Geef is building confidence, right? He's leading by 5-2. And in a fighting game, when you start winning, you tend to have a different swagger in how you play, a little bit more risky, and the game momentum and everything start to shift your way as well. That's just how it works with a fighting game, you know. And that's what I'm seeing, like a 6-2, leading by Mr. FrankDux.
Yep, absolutely, man. Dude, he's straight up winning the Kumite at this point. Oh yeah, there you go. No cross up here. He's living and dying by the uppercut. He's gonna. Oh, that was a good conversion. There it is.
Jesus.
Let's see how Frank continues that moment. I'm sorry, not Frank. Stormshadow continues the next momentum in the next round.
You know what's crazy, Rod?
What's that?
This is the second match, right? So the previous match, all we saw was Ryu versus Zangief, right? And I have a feeling that we're gonna see Ryu versus Zangief as well the whole matchup. There's not gonna be any other character. And I know Frank is an amazing player with different characters, but I don't think he's switching anybody else besides Zangief tonight.
Man, he doesn't have to, man. Like him getting all of these SPDs, man. He's taking them to town, man. Like he's taking them to town. He's taking them on vacation. He's taking them wherever. He's taking them for a ride, wherever the hell he is. But
he's taking them everywhere, man. Groupon vacation, everything. You know, he's just throwing everything at him.
Dude, it's such a. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying that it's lopsided. It's not. Like Stormshadow's fighting for his life, though. I will tell you that. But he needs to figure something out. And he's not dead yet. Oh, you see.
Oh, look at him.
Good mix up to the cross up. That ambiguous cross up, man. That always gets me every time.
There's an amazing cross up. That I'll give it to him. You know.
Yeah.
And he gets away with a lot of risky moves and everything like that. And yeah, that's why, you know, he takes a lot of pride in how he plays and everything. That's why he wanted this battle. Yep. You know, it's not over, right? We're talking about 6-3, and I've seen crazy comebacks in this game of Street Fighter.
Yes, absolutely, man. I mean, like, it's just like poker, right? It's all you need is a chip in the chair, right? Like, all you need is one chip in your chair, and you're good. And if you look at it here, oh, look, that was a good prop. Wow. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Telling you, man, these risks are starting to pay off, man. I think it's because, you know, again, great players don't expect these crazy ass moves, right? I mean, I think you, when I played against you in Super Turbo, you would just walk up to me, like you would just walk up and throw me, like without even blinking an eye, and I would never expect that from you, you know? And
right, so because psychologically, if I'm, you know, having such a great run and I'm beating you up, I know mentally you're shaking, right? Yep. And when you're mentally shaken, what's the first thing you do? You're in a crouch kind of block, right? So with Zangief, I could literally just walk up and just throw you with a simple strong throw. Because why I use that strong throw is because after I throw you, I still have another chance to do the real SPD where I bounce far away.
Yeah, I mean, like the pressure's great. Oh wow, that was great.
That's amazing combat with Frank.
Oh, that is such a good combo, man. It's so good. And it's a dizzy combo, no less. It's insane. It's so crazy. So crazy, man. Oh, man, come on.
So for the folks that are tuned in, that are watching, definitely please comment down below and let us know what matchup you guys like to see possibly next week or whoever we'll match up with. I think I already got a request from Lobo Despario, Eric Perez. He would like to get a fight going with HDR Champ, who holds the number 6 spot. So, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe after this we can try to coordinate that fight. It'll be, you know, Lobo versus HDR.
Yeah, but then like I think that's a tough matchup for HDR, man, because if Lobo picks Sagat, like that's it. Like call it a wrap.
I think that's the reason why Lobo is asking for that match, because Lobo is amazing with Sagat, right? And we all know HDR Champ only uses Zangief, you know?
Yeah. But he's one of the best. Like there's no doubt about that. Like there's nothing wrong with that. You know,
but again, there's also limitation to character, right? Doesn't matter how good you are. I think like I don't know, man. Sagat and Blanca just a very tough matchup for Zangief.
So let me ask you this: who is a tough matchup for the monkey?
For the monkey, I think Ken and Chun-Li is a pretty tough matchup for the monkey.
Okay, yeah, I
Because
agree with
Chun-Li
that.
has a very default sort of short kick that when she jumps, it's like nothing can stop her short kick, right?
It's like indestructible.
Exactly. And then Ken, we all know Ken. Ken can be extremely radical, right? Extremely agile with his DP. So he can be more radical than the monkey. And if
Yes.
you guys want to learn about that, go watch how DJ Ill plays, and that's how he plays, like extremely radical and calculated, and it's hard to deal with.
Did you just see that round? He did the same combo twice, but then he totally screwed him up, dude. He did the actual combo, dizzied him, did the same combo, but he blocked it and then spun him. At what point do you just say, I quit? At what point do you say, just throw in the damn towel? Oh my
Like a
god.
Rocky movie.
Oh,
Jesus,
it's
look. Wow.
This is, oh man, dude. Like, and again, nothing against Stormshadow. There's nothing against him. He's a great player, man. But man, right now I feel like he's getting outplayed, man. Getting outplayed. And I don't know, I don't know how else you'll be able to combat this other than pick another character and try to get the meta out.
Yeah, I think moments like this will force a lot of people to learn different characters, right? Because there's only so much you can do with Ryu. And speaking from experience, when I first got Big Blue, I got my ass handed by HDR champ who played under Arcadio, and I was using Ryu. There was nothing I can do to win from him. So at some point, I had to make a decision to say, you know what, I gotta learn different characters. That's when I started exploring Sagat and Blanca, and that has really helped my game over the months.
Let me ask you this, dude. All right. So, we got Big Blue a year ago, whatever, right? Before you even found the Discord, which, by the way, guys, join the Discord and the Facebook page. First of all, how did you find it? And then second, like, was your demeanor different? Like how we were talking about before, where it's like, now we know HDR. We know he's a great Zangief player, stuff like that. But, you didn't know him back then, and he was a fucking monster with Zangief. Like, how did you figure all that out? Like, what was your demeanor back then?
That HDR is a monster the way he plays.
Well, not just HDR in general, but like finding out all these guys, DJ Ill, Oblivion, To Die For, all these top tier guys. Like, like how did you find out about playing these guys? Did you just grind the whole way through, or like how did that work?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I initially got Big Blue about a year ago, I got it as a Christmas present from my wife, and just like everybody else, right? I thought I was a pretty good player, and I was gonna, beat a lot of asses.
Yep.
But immediately, the first 48 hours, I learned that I ain't shit, because I've been playing computer for a very long time, where you could do a DP, then Gal does the jackknife, then you could go do your triple DP behind him, right? People. That's a computer. So right after playing them, I learned that the competition is on a different level, and quickly I ate a couple of humble pies, and I knew that it's not even the same. So I went back to square one, and I had to learn everything from almost like A to Z. I almost felt like when I got Big Blue, I really didn't even know Street Fighter till I got Big Blue. All the years of playing with my friends on Super Nintendo, nothing ever mattered. Put it this way.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It's crazy, man. If you guys didn't, or you guys are still watching, or if you guys just finished the matches, you saw that FrankDux won the set 10-3, 10-4.
Yeah.
It was 10-3. Sorry, we were chatting it up, but yeah, if you saw the last 5 seconds of that match, dude, oh my god, like that jumping fierce into spin is just somewhat out of this world. Insane. Yeah.
I want to say congratulations to FrankDux in defending his number 7 spot. Amazing player. No secret to that. And he dominated with Zangief. He used every tricks in the book. I think like vintage arcade experience and everything like that. Also special shout out to Ken Muster, aka Stormshadow. Solid player, not to take anything away from him, but definitely today was a little outclassed, which is fine. He got his cabinet about 2 months ago. He's definitely going to look at his gameplay, make adjustment, come back stronger. But that's the beauty about this game, right? It's just like you never know who you're gonna face, and everybody
You
a lot.
never know what's gonna happen. able to watch these matches. And what a time to be a Street Fighter fan, playing Big Blue, right? Like, and seeing these high level play. So I'm truly like humbled, and I wanted to thank DJ Ilk for streaming, not for for doing the commentary. I love doing this. I would love to do it again. Hopefully next Thursday we get some more requests. But man, dude, that was such a good play from FrankDux, man. Shout out to him, and also shout out to Stormshadow, aka Ken Musters, for for doing that play. That was a great match.
Yeah. And that's why for all the fellows that are tuned in, right? It's important to learn different characters, understand their strength and weaknesses, because it's really hard to just play one character all the way to the top. You gotta have ability to switch, because I'm not saying that you're not strong with Ryu or Ken, your shoulder characters, but there are some nights that you're gonna have to pull different tricks or surprises out of your bag to be competitive here.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. Especially with all these crazy top tier characters, or top tier players, not characters, players. Because again, the character can only get you so far. You can pick the top tier character all day, but it's the player that makes him super duper up there, man. And there's many different examples we can say, but man, that was such. Oh man,
Hey, real quick, Rod. So Frank texts me that he's trying to maybe get on our live stream to maybe chat about it.
Yeah,
So maybe we could hang on a bit. I did
yeah.
send him a link that I sent you. Hopefully he's
Okay.
able to click on it and get on the screen. Let me text Ken Muster to see if he wants to the
Oh,
Discord thing.
post fight matchups, But yeah, it was great matches all around. Shaft and Supra did an amazing job as well. That was a really good play as well.
Let's see if he can get on. I just sent him that Discord thing that I sent you earlier.
Yeah, I think if you does the invite, you should be able to get that. I'm hoping next week or something like that. Hopefully we can get the stream on Discord, so that way we don't have to watch our cabs. I think that's going to be a big factor for us to be able to react to the matches and see the matches live on our screen versus actually watching the cab. Only because I think the cab may be a little bit delayed. I think we're still kind of working out the issue, ironing out the issues. But I think overall, it'll be good times.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, you guys are the technical guru and everything like that. I'm all about just getting on the stream and running my mouth. Set it up. I'm fully open to that. And
Yeah.
it was
I'll work with HDR or DJ when he's available, and we'll kind of iron all that out, and hopefully we'll be able to get something going. And then this a while ago, before I jumped on, I forgot that my mic and all that stuff doesn't work really well with Macs, so I have to switch over to my gaming PC to kind of get that going. So, are they jumping on?
yeah, I'm not sure. I sent Frank the link, and let's see. Say, is it working? Or you can maybe send it to Frank, like that same link that I sent you.
Hold on, let me see if I can. I might be able to. Let's see. Where's my invite button on here? Let's see. Where's my invites? Copy link. Oh, there it is. Invite people. There you go. And then I'll do. There you go. I sent it over to Ken. I wonder if I can still send it to Frank. I don't think FrankDux is on Discord.
Yeah.
At least I don't think. But I just sent over the invite to Ken. Maybe he might be a little salty. So we might want to. I don't know if he's calming down or whatever, because it looked like the game ended pretty quickly after that. After
So it's funny that when the game ended, Ken Musa did make a comment that I thought he was going to use Shoto characters, right? And that's the thing you can't count on. You're talking about a competition, a live stream. People are going to use the best character to expose you to your
hell
weakness,
yeah,
right?
dude, all day.
That is, yeah. So for instance, if I can't win against you, I'm gonna pick Blanca. If I can't win against you, Blanca, I'll pick somebody else. I'll keep picking till I have an edge, and then I'll try to take you out.
That's all. That's all the game's about, man. It's all about getting that edge, dude. Like, to be able to win, because I mean, it's all about winning. I don't care who you are. It's not about having fun, you know, or anything like that. It's about winning. If it was about having fun, dude, like no one would play the game. Like, I'm sorry, like winning to me is fun, not like, oh, I'm just gonna learn. It's like, no, I'm there to win. That's all there is to it.
Okay.
I don't care what
So
other people say.
Dustin's trying to get on the stream, so he said send me the link. So I just sent him the
Oh,
link right now. One of them
he
should
should
be able
be he
to
should
get
be in
on.
this he should be in this Discord. But let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can let me see if I can invite him into this invite people. Oh,
Okay, it looks like Dustin's on.
What's up?
what's up?
Hey, congrats,
Dustin,
buddy. Man, he
aka
went through the
Shaft of
whole
Pleasure.
game by using Zangief, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, sure did.
So and was there any influence by, say, one bald man to another bald man that maybe you just wanted to stick with it to win the series?
What? I don't know. I don't know what you guys are referring to.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, I remember I was saying, like, hey man, like, I bet you're gonna switch characters as soon as you lose.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was planning on it, to be honest. I went into the match pretty chill. Thought I was just gonna goof around a little bit. Still try to win, but goof around a little bit. But then Lobo sent me a message, and he's like, "Hey, I bet $100 on this, so don't lose."
So what you're telling me is that you're in collusion, and there's some underground sports betting going on here.
I don't know about any of that. I just suddenly I got nervous about the match, and I was like, "Oh dang, I guess I need to play to win for my friend." If there's, do you know something about that? Was there really money on the line for this? Were people betting money?
Jeff may know more than I do, man. I don't talk to these guys on the daily. I talk to you guys. I always talk to you guys on the daily. I only talk to those guys on the daily.
Hey guys, so Frank texted me. He said his Discord name is Jumpsuit. Can somebody invite him?
Yeah, I'll invite him.
JUMPSUIT. That's him.
Well, there's a bunch of jumpsuits on here, but let's see. Hold on a second. Uh-oh. Let's see what we got.
Hey, Jumpsuit 7609.
7609. Okay, good. Give me a second.
Yeah,
Let me
you see
if I
it?
can invite him. I can't invite him because I'm not his friend. That's the problem. So, hold on a sec. Nope, that's not gonna work. What was it? 6709.
He said, "What is your Discord name?"
Oh, it should be under Rod Chan.
Just Rod Chan.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. Rod Chan. Hold on a second. Let me just tell you what it is. It's 1840 1840. You get a flex for us, Shaft?
No, I was just sweating my balls off. So I had to come down in the basement.
That's why you gotta powder the nuts sometimes. Yo.
Got to cup them balls a little bit, is what we like to say on there. But how do you feel, man? Like, so I mean, we'll while we're waiting for Ken and Frank, how do you feel about I mean, you've played Super a ton of times, dude. Like, did you feel that you had the advantage, or like, did you think the matches would go either way? Like, did you just, what were your thoughts?
Well, I've played him a bunch, but not that much on Hyper. Right?
Mostly
on Super.
Okay.
Because I know he has an affinity for Super, and I'm one of the people who's always down to play Super with him, right? So usually when both of us are going to play, we'll go play Super.
Sure.
Because it's more of a rarity on the cab these days.
It is, absolutely.
So no, I didn't necessarily. I mean, maybe I have an advantage because I play Hyper more, but I wasn't underestimating him.
No.
As you can see, he got a lot of reversal DPs on me when I was trying to go for the SPD. So it wasn't an easy fight for sure.
No, I didn't think it was an easy fight for you at all. And again, there's no discredit to Supra in terms of his ability, right? I will still to this day say that I think Supra's Ryu in Hyper, I think is better than his ST. But don't actually no, quote me on that shit because I really think so. I think his Ryu's tighter in Hyper fighting, but during the match we were talking about character specifics, right, or character loyalty, character specialists. And do you think that his Ryu could have came out on top, or did you have the advantage the whole time?
No. I mean, there were plenty of times, especially early in the set, where it was neck and neck. I was only one. He got the first one, and then we were tied, and then I was one up, and then I was basically just one game up,
right?
And until I took the lead at the end. So no, there were lots of times I was stressing. Like I said, I was, I had to come down here to cool off.
We were talking about how you have to have multiple characters in the pocket, and how Nock has been more attuned to being able to play Blanca, Ryu, and now he's like kind of like when he plays Ryu again, it's like, what the hell am I doing? or playing Sagat, stuff like that. So I know you're a character specialist, and I love that, you're able to play different characters without missing a step, at least from what I saw. So kudos to you on that. Oh, here we go. Hold on a second.
I appreciate the compliment, but no, my Dalsim is terrible these days. My timing's off because I ignore him. So yeah, he's hella rusty.
Yeah, well, like I said, it is.
What's funny? I was surprised that when FrankDux was playing Stormshadow, Stormshadow is such a good Shoto player. I'm surprised that he didn't switch to Sagat. He may not be as an experienced Sagat player, but if you know how to do Fireball and kind of the DP, I think Sagat could definitely go much further against the Zangief than Ryu. So I was surprised that he lived and died by Ryu. So I think definitely he's going to go back to the drawing board and maybe explore the characters and everything.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that I think if they watch this stream or they watch the match again and they hear what we have to say, pretty sure there's going to be some tomfoolery here, and somebody's going to be changing their name, or somebody's going to be creating a new account or something like that and starting to learn different characters. I almost guarantee you that, because I did the same shit. So like, I'm just waiting for Shipwreck or what's another G.I. Joe member, Duke or Flint, any of those G.I. Joe names or anything like that to be able to jump in there.
Yeah, I'm not able to get Frank on. I sent him a couple of links.
He's on the Discord thing now. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna message him now, and I'm going to copy this link here. Boom. And then he should be able to do that. And then Ken, I just sent them the link there. So let's see if they join on. Boom.
Okay, he's about to join right now. What's up, Frank?
Hello, and welcome to Movie Phone.
This is strange. I've never used this before. Hold on, I'm trying to get this shit going.
There you go. What's
there
up,
it
man?
is. Oh, hanging out, man. Running errands all day, being a dad, man.
Yeah, man, it's the life, right?
I'm very, very tech behind on tech, man. I'm about as analog as you get. Like, I have a Mac, and I don't hardly use the damn thing. I would just use it for work.
So what you're telling me is that you still use a hand crank window in your car? Is that what you're telling me?
Hand crank. I've got my shit's on vinyl. I don't do streaming.
You mean all this over here? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Do little vintage audios. That's what I mess with, man.
Yeah, I got you on that. So if you guys don't know, this is Mr. FrankDux himself. His Sudoshi was Bruce Springsteen, and we wanted to have him and Ken Musters on to talk about the match. So while we're waiting for him, so I gotta ask you, man, like, how do you feel? How do you feel about the matchup? First, and how do you feel about the matchup? Second, is Geef your main in Hyper?
No, No way. Geeve's one of my pocket characters, man. I've been messing with him, my God, man, for just so long. Like I just pick up tricks here and there, and he's just fun. It's so satisfying to win with him, especially against characters that are really like players that are really good at turtling. When you just get in there, you just break that shell open, you're just like, what? You know, it's just it's fun. Like it's all it is for me. It's fun. So I was like, when I went into this match, I was like, well, first you messaged me. I was like, you know, I hadn't been on all day, and I was like, hey man, such and such calling you out. And I was like, what? Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. The rankings. Yeah. Who? Stormshadow, huh? Yeah. He says he thinks he could beat you, and I'm like, oh really? Okay. He wants. All right. Okay, we'll do first to 10. I don't do first to 5s. You want to be serious? We do first to 10, and we'll duke it out. So I was like, all right. So I was like, he's probably gonna play Ryu because that's all I've ever played him against. So I was like, if he could beat my Geef, all right. And then I'll move to if he can beat my Guile, okay. All right. And then I'll move Sagat maybe, and then I'll move my way up to my best. It's like a gauntlet of characters, you know.
Wow.
So if you can get past them, hey, that's awesome. You know, you can just cut through them like nothing, you know. So I was like, okay, I'll give him 2 or 3. If I take 2 or 3 losses in a row with a character, I'll switch. You know, sometimes I'll switch. Sometimes if I'm feeling him, I'll stick with him. You know. But no, I wanted to test him out. I wanted to see how he does against Zangief. I was like, okay, if he can't hang with Zangief, he can't hang with the rest. I was like, nah.
So would
But
you
he's
say
good.
your top character is Ryu?
Ryu, Ken, Guile used to be, my God, but this angle on this cab is messing me up.
Oh yeah.
I'm still trying to get used to it. I want to get that deck thing where it straightens it out, makes it flat. Because yeah, I can't like all the stuff that I'm used to doing with Guile. You know, little things, the charging and everything like that is just it's a little off. So, but I'll adjust to it, and I've got to get that fixed up.
Oh, man, I can't believe that it's a gauntlet and Ken didn't get past level 1. Ouch.
No, I was really close to switching. I was like, I want to switch. Like, no, but I'm really feeling Zangief right now, man. He's so fun and lazy. Like I don't have to do much work. You know, there's only one move. You know, a pile driver, and the rest is just really footsies and spacing, and you know, he's kind of like a cruise control character for me. I like him a lot. He's slow, and when I'm feeling kind of slow, I was like, okay. But when I'm have my coffee and I'm hyped up, I'm like, okay, I'll play Ken. Like I'll come out of nowhere and just play Ken. I feel like I'm on crack or something.
Wow.
This shit's so fun, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
good.
thanks for participating, man. I know I reached out to you like 2 days ago, and you're like, hey, I got things going on and everything, but like you said, you should be able to. So today we're able to stream like double header, you know.
Yeah.
So great job in winning that battle. It was definitely fun to watch, but your Zangief definitely dominated his Ryu. You know.
Tell Storm, man, I'm down to spar with him whenever, man. If he wants to practice that match more, he was getting me a lot with the hurricanes, and then when he would land, I'm like, okay, I get him for the throw, but for some reason the throw doesn't work, and he would just pop me with an uppercut. I was like, son of a man, I can't get it. I can't get him. So I was like, it's weird. It looks like he's open, but he's not.
Yeah, man.
So.
I've definitely fell into that trap, man. Especially playing against him with Chun. It's like I think I'm good. Like I'm doing like lightning kicks in the corner, and I'm like, oh yeah, you should be able to block, no problem. Dude uppercuts me out of nowhere, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm right there. You're right there. You're like, he's coming down. It feels like you should have throw priority or hit priority or something, but no, he pops you with an uppercut. I'm like, geez, he's got me like 3 or 4 times already. And then I was missing my lariats. I was like, man, I'm eating these up fireballs. He got me dizzy a couple of times. I was like, man, he got me 3 times. That's messed up. Should have been 2 or 1.
Yeah.
You're telling me, man. Yeah, it happened to me a bunch. I don't know if
So-
you watched my match.
No, I didn't. I just got home like literally minutes after I messaged you. I haven't even seen the streams or anything. I saw the last match for Supra, and man, Supra. Oh man, I was like that. I need to coach him against your Zangief, man. Yeah, yours. You were coming in with those jump in knees. I was like, bro, you don't even have to uppercut that, man. Just standing short, just pop him out of the air and just get him off of you, man. Because once he's in there, you're dead. You're freaking dead, dude.
Yeah. So it was funny that you played Geef the whole time and he played Ryu, because my whole set, the whole first to 10 was all I played Geef, he played Ryu.
No kidding. What a coincidence. Damn. I'm sorry. All the fans are like, oh man, I wanted to see some diversity. Freaking Zangief.
Yeah, it was straight up just like Ryu and Geef all night long. You know.
Yeah, it's so funny because I was thinking too. I'm like, okay, I know Frank is a he's an all-arounder, right? Like he knows how to play different characters. I didn't know that you were gonna pick Geef, and so I'm just like, okay, we'll see who he plays. And all of a sudden, I'm like, wow, all right, here we go. And seeing some of the things that you did was just like, I'm still thinking of. There's one move in particular that you did, which was Ken was sweeping you, or Stormshadow was sweeping you, and you spun him out of the sweep, and like it blew my mind. Like he was he was doing a sweep animation. I don't know if you blocked it or he was about to do the sweep, and you could see the sweep come out, but you spun him out of there. Like like you were in the corner, and he was trying, and I was like, how the hell did you do that? And that, to me, I'm just like starstruck. I'm like, wow, like
I'll have to go back and see. I have to go back and see it. But I noticed, like I said, he's not blocking cross ups on player 2 side. I was like, I've hit him with that a couple of times. I wonder why that is. He's going for the uppercut or whatever.
Oh, he's going for the uppercut. No, he's going for the uppercut. He was going for the uppercut. He was trying to get the game to do autocorrection to get to the other side.
Yeah, crosscut.
Yeah, crosscut, but it wasn't working, and you were just getting him every time. I think that's what was going on. So yeah.
Against Zangief, unless you're 100%, I'd just block it, bro. Like I don't even chance that because I'm like, geez, he's coming down on me like that. Because I've fought a lot of really great Zangief players, and when that happens, unless I'm like zero energy, it's it's just like a YOLO. Yeah, I'll go for it.
Go for it.
But I don't chance it, man. That's scary stuff.
The HDR champ asked in the chat if you're jumpsuit Jesse.
No.
Why? Sure.
Because your name's Jumpsuit.
Damn, I didn't want nobody to know.
Wow.
Oh shit.
I didn't want anybody to.
Royalty.
I played 5K when it first started, but I can't play with an arcade stick in my lap, and I don't have a great setup that's like stable. So that's why I opted for a cab, because at least a cab is substantial. It's a little bit tougher to move. I got some weights in there, but I can't play on it with a stick in my lap. It just feels like shit, and it's sliding everywhere. And so my buddy John Choi is like, man, you just need to get yourself a big case, man, and strap that bitch down and sit on your lap or just sit down on your Indian style and just play, man, like that. And I'm like, because he plays like that on the floor.
Oh yeah,
big old Moss stick. He plays with a Moss stick, man. Those old school Moss stick. I'm like, bro, you're crazy. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know how you do it, man.
Toy Boy, right?
Yeah.
Toy Boy, that's
so if you guys don't know, Jumpsuit Jesse's old school player, I remember playing you on Xbox Live during Hyper Anniversary. Do you remember that? You were
Hyper Anniversary. That was on Xbox One.
The first one.
First Xbox. Oh my god. Yeah.
It was a long time ago, man. Oh, I remember playing you, man. You were
y'all been online gaming for the longest,
Yeah, dude. I remember playing you there, and I remember maybe you were during Evos, maybe like during but
yep.
But I remember playing you there during the SRK forums, all that stuff. So we got royalty up in this bitch. Just so you guys know.
You're going way back, dude. SRK forums. I remember when that was I was hosted on Members Tripod. I forgot the servers. Yeah. My old friend Javi. I haven't talked to him in a long time. He was the one that started that, and yeah, man, those were the days. But yeah, I used to play on Xbox One, and before that, I played on X Band on the Super Nintendo.
On the Super Nintendo, you used to play with the Cigar Bob, right?
Mm-hmm. Cigar Bob, Dream Theater,
Dream Theater, all those.
A lot of really great old school players that started on there, and that, believe it or not, that played really well on Genesis and Super Nintendo. The lag was like hardly zero. It was really good. It was over phone lines.
Genesis.
Yeah, Genesis and Super Nintendo.
Yes.
Yeah,
I remember. That was a long time ago. Jesus.
14.4 kilobaud modem, man. And you play peer to peer directly.
Yep. Oh,
so
yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wow. Okay, so we know not to mess with you, and we want to know now. You think you got a chance against OG Ken?
I fought OG Ken like face to face. We went back and forth when he went to Dallas. Awesome player, dude. Like,
yeah.
We went back and forth at first, but once in the long run, he started edging me out. Like he would just do those chain combos and just really insane footsies. And if you play on a long enough timeline, it's like, for me, it's in a game like Hyper Fighting, it's mentally exhausting. Like when you're playing someone that high caliber,
yes,
like I said, and you get to see who gets to edge you out first, and he definitely did. Like I said, he ended up getting me.
He's, by the way, he's Mr. Irrelevant, so he's holding the #1 spot on Hyper Fighting right now, and Super. So he comes on. He used to come on a lot more, but when he came on, man, he rattled the entire Big Blue community because nobody can stop him. Like he was
dude,
everybody apart.
Yeah,
he's sick. He's sick, dude. He really is a great player. Like I said, I played him. Playing in person though is like as you all guys already know, it's a totally different beast than playing online. It's great playing online, but in person though, man, with the split-second timing on everything, it's just sick. The way he moves in your face and the footsies, it's all footsies, man. With him.
Yeah.
And, it was a lot of fun fighting him.
Yeah, I mean, glad that he's in our community. He's on our Facebook chat, so he comes on to play at night. What about, have you played Panda Express or AKA Chan-Chan?
Chan-Chan? I don't recall. It sounds familiar. Like I said, I haven't fought many Blancas, man, until recently. And then on here, I was like, oh my god, I forgot about all these tricks that they're doing and the spacing and just the corner traps. I'm just like, oh my god, this isn't ST. This is hyper fighting. I'm like, I forgot.
Yeah.
And he is just a machine in this game. Yeah. Cannot mess up. Cannot make mistakes against him.
What's your personal preference, hyper fighting or ST?
Ah, man. Well, I love them both. It's hard to say. Maybe ST just a little bit more, but hyper fighting, I love it for its purity. It sounds weird because it's still broken as hell, but it's fun and your fundamentals get sharpened so much more in that game.
Sure, absolutely.
And so that. Ken Mooster, you dialed in, right? Can you hear us?
He's on mute right now, but Ken, you just jumped on?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey,
can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. Stormshadow, how goes it?
Can you hear me crying? I'm kidding.
I have a feeling
you
had
your camera,
a lot of
man. Let's see some faces. Come on, brother.
Huh?
I think there was a lot of salt. I think there was a lot of salt to be had during that match, because as soon as that match ended, I saw the game just go split and just goes. And then there's no more after that.
It's like F
yeah,
this,
it sucks
man.
losing, you know. I'll just be honest with you, but I was definitely not prepared. I've only seen him play like Ryu or Shoto characters. I had no idea he knew how to use like Geef or anybody, and then we go first to 10 with Geef, and I hate that matchup, and I'm new to all this.
Well, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, anyway, I could go on and on, sound like excuses all day, but obviously I got a lot to learn, so.
No.
Props to you. I fought you before, and you got your Shoto. You're solid, man. But I was like, I want to see how he does against these guys. I want to see how he does against Geef, and if you beat my Geef, I'll move on to somebody else. I really wanted to get a feel, because I already fought you with Ryu, and like I said, that can go. Like I said, I've beat Ryu players, and it's funny because like they were talking about that earlier. You can beat somebody easily, but then that person can beat somebody that you can't beat. There's so many variables in there, man. So.
I'm sorry. Are you FrankDux?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh shoot! See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So
since I just joined.
Yeah. So that's Frank, and then we just found out that he's old school royalty. So don't feel too bad that you lost. I'm not sure if you follow the FGC history. It's one of the G's from back in the day. Trust me. Just trust me on that one. And it definitely makes a lot more sense now, since especially seeing how he plays. I was like, wow. One thing I wanted to ask Ken is, going into it, I know you were going into it thinking he was going to play Shoto, but so you just weren't prepared. Is that how you felt throughout the matchup?
Yeah, every time I play Geef, it's like an uphill battle, Sure. Trying to get away, spacing, seeing if he could fall for my tricks. Not that I have many, but he was good. I played other Geefs, I do better. And then he was crushing me, what was it, 10-3 or 10-4, whatever? What did we end at?
10-3.
So, 10-3, yeah. So
I don't want to put salt on I don't want to put salt on the wound.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, but it was a great match overall, and I think Nock and I were talking about how one of the things that is really that you do so well is your execution is like bar none, especially your uppercuts. One thing I wanted to ask you though was, I don't know if you remember most of your matches, or I don't know if you know, like me, where I remember a lot of my matches, but like, do you remember a part in your match where you were sweeping Geef, and all of a sudden you just got spun out of it, and you just got SPD afterward?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that to me, I'm still starstruck. I was just telling FrankDux about that. I was like, dude, like, I don't know how the hell you'd be able to do that. Like, if I can master that, I'd master anything. At that point, I beat the game. It was just insane. It was so good.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
he was good. He was sucking me right in, and I was frustrated, man. I mean, playing Geef is always frustrating, and you know, this is my first time actually. You said this was streaming live?
Yeah, this was streaming live. Yep.
Yeah, this is my first time doing anything of this nature, actually. So
Awesome.
I've only,
You can go back to the tapes and everything, right? After it's all over, you can watch the YouTube. That's the beauty about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now, man. I'm gonna get me some grub and watch all this stuff because I missed the first set.
Yeah.
I'll probably want to kick my own ass if I watch that, but I'll definitely watch it at some point.
But
Well, Storm, we'll rematch again later, man. Storm, we will. Like I said, and if you want to practice that match in casuals, I'm down. You can always hit me up on Facebook through the group. I'm not sure if you're on there, but if you want like some real like legit stuff, like with Ryu that you can do versus Geef, bro, there's a lot of good stuff you can do without even having to break that much of a sweat. It's all like you said. You had a lot of good stuff down, but it was some stuff that you were just getting really really gutsy with. And I was like, I'm gonna 50-50 him. And like I said, those splashes I kept hitting you with, I was like, okay, yeah, just block, bro. Just if it's not working,
you saw
just
me
block.
trying to get the uppercut out with the jabs and stuff, and it wasn't coming out today. I was just like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but we'll practice it, man. Like I said, we'll do a rematch.
Right? This community is
Ah,
about
good
getting
shit, good
everybody
shit.
together.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, got lots to learn.
lots to learn. All right. Well, I personally have to dip. But it was an absolute pleasure commentating your guys' match. And you know, again, pleasure commentating with Nock. If you guys want to stay on, go for it. But like I said, I am gonna have to bounce out because I have Guile Family Man stuff to do. But
Yes, sir.
thank you guys so much for doing that match, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Thank you.
All right, good night, y'all.
Yeah, have a good night.
Later.
Night.
Later.